Hello and welcome to Wagner's Tech Talk. Today we're going to take a look at this device. It's the Ragebee 501. Basically there's 500 games on this small handheld. One thing I've noticed on a few of my video comments is that some people just want to buy a handheld with the games pre-installed, and that's what this device is. Not only that, it also comes with an extra controller that allows you to play two-player games. So if that sounds pretty cool to you, then stay tuned. Let's check it out. Okay, so let's go ahead and unbox this unit. First off, I want to let you know I did not pay for this device. It was shipped to me for review. Now, it's not a paid review. I don't accept paid reviews, but I thought it would be interesting to check out some handhelds I wouldn't normally purchase, and this happens to be one of them. Let's just take a look at the box real quick. Yeah, digital game system, so forth, so on. Okay. So basically, you have a 3-inch backlit LCD display. It is slim and portable. It states it can play on the TV, but no, it does not. I've tried it. It does not work. It does have a rechargeable battery pack, and it does support simultaneous two-player games, which is pretty darn cool. And yes, it includes the external game controller that you plug into the top of the unit, so you can play side-by-side games and have a great time. A few additional points I want to mention. The games are NES style or clones of NES games, and you can't add any additional games to the unit. You get the 500 games, and that's it. Alright, so let's continue on with the unboxing. Alright, so let's go ahead and open it up. Take a look. Looks like the unit's stuck to the top. Alright. Let's take a look at the buttons here. It's got one speaker. And the buttons feel decent. I mean, they're playable. Volume control over on the left-hand side. Battery compartment. Okay, looks like we need to put a battery in, so let's keep unboxing. And here's the controller. This is your external controller that you can plug into the top of the unit if you want to have two people playing simultaneously. Very cool. Or rotate out. You don't have to play simultaneously. And here's the charger, charging cable, micro USB, and this is the AV cable that is pretty much useless, so we're going to skip it. There's the battery. So we'll go ahead and install the battery in the unit. Like so. Go ahead and put the cover on. On the top you have your headphone jack, your charging port, and your on-off switch. So we'll go ahead and turn it on. And this is one of the annoyances I have. You have to choose your language every time you turn it on or reset the game. And the background music is highly annoying to me. Maybe not so much to you. But yeah, that gets kind of irritating. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into Mario Brothers 3. The display looks pretty good. Really don't have any complaints here. The controls seem a little stiff during the gameplay, but I'm sure it'll get a lot easier the more I play it. And now we're moving on to Excite Bike. This is a fun game. Cool. Alright, now let's move on to Tetris. We're going to go ahead and plug in the second controller. so I can show you how you can play a two-player game. So we're going to go in here and select 2 players and hit start down below, and we'll go ahead and go with level 0, and we'll pick a song for the background. That sounds good. Now I'm playing on the left hand side right now, and when I switch over to the controller it'll be over on the right hand side. So you can actually have 2 simultaneous players playing this game, which is pretty cool. The only thing I notice is the down button on here doesn't always seem to respond. I don't know if that's a problem with the game or the controller itself, but I've tried other games and it's fine, so I don't know. It might be just this game. That's something I noticed. Kind of a minor deal. And now we're going to move on to Galaga, a classic game. And again, these are what appear to be NES versions of the games. You're not playing the original arcade game, but it's a pretty darn good port. Now we're going to move on to 1942, another fun game. And yes, there's even Angry Birds on here. It's a so-so game. I wouldn't call it great. I'm sure some people will enjoy it. And Donkey Kong. And this is a very good port of Donkey Kong. As you can tell, the screen looks really good. Really impressed with it. Apparently the controls are working good enough to where I can actually clear this level, so it can't be all that bad. Alright, now we'll check out elevator action. I remember playing this at the local convenience store years ago. That's about the only place I played it. I don't recall seeing it in any arcades. I'm sure it was, just not mine. And here's Joust. It's not the best port. It doesn't play exactly like the arcade, but yeah, it's Joust. It's pretty decent. And Mappy. It's my daughter's favorite game. This one seems to play a bit faster than the arcade version, but it's entirely playable. You just have to adjust how you play, I guess. And this one was interesting. Teletubbies. It's actually a Mario Brothers clone, from what I can tell. And it's, instead of Mario, it's a Teletubby. I just selected this just for the fun of it, and I was kind of impressed. It's pretty fun. And Pinball 2. it's not a great pinball game, I'll have to admit. The physics aren't quite right, but if you like pinball, hey, it's got a little pinball game in it. Alright, now Popeye is an excellent port. I really enjoy this game. I used to play it in the arcades and really enjoyed it then. And I can play it somewhat decently on here too. The goal is to catch all the hearts and avoid Brutus here. And if you can, get this thing to fall on his head, and you get 4,000 bonus points. Pretty cool. And here's Xevious. This is another game I used to play in a convenience store. Probably around 1984, 85, somewhere around in there. Spent a lot of quarters on this one. And who can forget Donkey Kong Jr.? If you're interested in picking up one of these units, check out the link in the description below. And that will allow you to go ahead and order one for yourself. Again, it's around $15 US, and it will be coming from China. And we'll move on to burger time. This game plays a little bit faster than I recall. But it's still fun. It's certainly challenging. Okay, so let's move on to my thoughts on the Ragebee 501. On the pro side, it's got a nice display. The games play pretty well. It's got a 2-player controller. Controls are decent. And for $15, well, it's kind of hard to beat. On the con side, having to set your language every time is a pain, and the game menu music is annoying. Alright, so there you have it. My review on the Ragebee 501. If you want to let me know you enjoyed the video, please click the like button. And if you want to see more from Wagner's Tech Talk, please click the subscribe. And with that, we shall see you very soon.